Good morning. Not going to keep you long. Just little expressions for your thoughts. Today's word is hypocrite. A hypocrite is in himself both the archer and the mark. In all actions, shooting at his own praise or profit. Thomas Fuller, quoting from. I remember when I was a union rep for the county, and I was elected to that position. I had a lot of people that supported me, um, even up from the top uh, of the county itself. A lot of the managers, which were not covered in the union, they wanted me for that position because of the negotiating skills that I seemed to possess for them. At the time, I was quite gray. My motive was purely to advance that position, salaries, and to get promotions. I was feeding a small family, and I didn't know much. I didn't know that usually when you put yourself in that position, there's a lot of other things that come with it. So I was elected eventually to that position, and I did very well. I managed to increase our salaries just from comparisons with other counties and so on and so forth. Then bring that back. I did what I was put there to do. Let's say that. But the people that supported me, there was an expectation. They wanted me to bend the rules. They wanted me to acknowledge their presence in doing and the position that in doing things, and also uh, take credit for the position that I now held. Now, in order to create uh, a platform, you need supports from others. In order to create movement, you need the support from others. In order to accomplish goals, you do need the support from others. But there's this expectation that that individual, that group, is responsible for the achievements that you took the time to learn. They were not there for the ups and the downs, the battles, the cost of the education, all of those things that are necessary to create a leader. But now that you're there, they want acknowledgement. And when you don't give it to them, that's when they turn, it seems, because that anger comes out. But the truth of the matter is, they desire your position or to be who you are as a person. I've seen that so many times. And when they don't get that, then they tend to try to belittle you or point out different flaws that others have said about you, whether it was that a person that was running another campaign against you or whatever message they had, so on and so forth. They use those things against you. So it made it very difficult for me after that, after seeing just how evil so many people that I thought was my friends had immediately turned when I assumed that position. That's one reason why I shied away from the political arena, because it happens more often in that area. Usually, when you have supporters or a team and they help you get in a position, are they promoting their own agenda, or are they promoting the cause that you have championed? Are they promoting those things that you ran on. Now, I'm going somewhere with this. We as a people are something else. It's amazing to me. See, God gave each one of us gifts, and this just didn't happen in that political arena. It also happened in the religious arena. A lot of you probably don't know that I'm an ordained minister, but I walked away from that because of this very thing. It's so many people that want to take responsibility for your gifts. Don't allow that. If God puts someone in your life to uplift you, you owe them gratitude. But that's it. You don't owe them something that would destroy your freedom or create a problem for you to appease them just because they help you. You still have to make sure that you maintain those values that you have ran on or that you are responsible for, and first represent the people or the position or the job that you were promoted to. In other words, just because you help someone does not mean that that person owes you anything. A lot of times, especially in this political arena, when you do help someone, there's a agenda that seems to others think that uh, you want to help them so that they can be promoted in the area that you are running for. Okay, I'm gonna say this: they owe you nothing. You ever heard the term "iron sharpens iron"? If you're strong, you can stand alone, and you're supporting those things that you believe needs to be supported. Too many times, especially African Americans, we want the hookup. That's what's wrong with us. That's why we can't achieve anything. Every time one gets up, there's that crab that want to drag you down. They want to remind you of who you are not. They owe you nothing. It's unbelievable how many times this occurs over and over again. Like I said yesterday, most of the people that have affected me and that have hurt me, they look like me. Most of the people that have helped me, they're not concerned about how I look. I'm going to suggest this to a lot of African Americans. If you want to succeed, how about getting out of your own way and make it for a purpose, a cause that we really need in our community to be addressed? I promote our youth, entrepreneurship, our young Black men and our women. That's passionate to me, and especially individuals with intellectual disabilities. I've always been the person to fight the bully for the person that the bully was tormenting. It's something that I cannot help but do. But until we change this attitude that just because I'm Black, I'm supposed to hook you up, I'm supposed to take your stuff. Or this what gets me: after I achieve a certain position or goal, you want to come and try to remind me of what I'm not by saying you ain't all that. Oh, you think because you done this, that you're this. No, 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 no. That's so immature. And it also demonstrates that you are a hypocrite. Because if your purpose was to achieve the goal that I've managed to achieve, why didn't you just run in the first place? Why didn't you apply in the first place instead of hiding behind the successes that I have? Now, I'm not talking to anyone particular, but since I have been in business and it's been many, many years, I have seen people lie on me time and time again. Even to the point where just because they can't control my gifts, they just don't want to see me succeed. Prominent people, people that should not even be putting their mouth on me, all because I may have turned down their uh, advances towards me about trying to get me to do certain things. If I choose not to, and a lot of times I have to go in other areas to get the things that I need. And if I go and associate myself with a person that is from another culture or different race, then all of a sudden I'm turning my back on my black folks. Or if I support a Republican and I'm Democrat, all of a sudden, how could you do that? You're turning your face, your back on your people. This has to stop in order for us to grow. I say this, and this is something I said many, many times. A person can accomplish anything as long as he does not mind who gets the credit. It's time we stop this mess, because if we don't, we will never be able to achieve the successes that we so desire. And it reminds me of something that Robert Johnson said, the billionaire. He said, there's a lot of little small mom and pop shops everywhere. But the problem with this is that most of us want to be leaders in it. We want to be recognized as somebody like we the big shot. That was even thrown at me one time, which really hurt my feelings. Oh, you want to be a big shot? And I wouldn't even answer that to the person that suggested. I told them, I said, listen, that don't even deserve an answer. But it showed me how little that they thought about my ability to think, because I may not have expressed this during some of the comments and conversations that we've had. And this person was not black. But my goal is to uplift my community. My goal is to leave something valuable behind after I'm gone. I think that's what most of our goals are. A lot of times we just only do it for those that live in our home or that are related by blood. And that would never work when you're trying to lift up a people. Hey, it's just my opinion. Have a good Thursday morning, and I'll be talking to you soon. Thank you. Come on.